scientists from the National Institute of Ocean Technology picked up strong sonar signals during their seabed mapping exercise. Little did they know that their discovery would bring an end to the mystery of an Indian Air Force plane that disappeared 7 years ago. The Antonov 32 plane, which was carrying 29 defense personnel aboard, vanished over the Bay of Bengal on July 22, 2016. The aircraft, which was on a routine transport mission, took off from Tambaram Air Force Station near Chennai at around 8:30 that morning. The plane should have arrived at Port Blair of Andaman and Nicobar Islands at 11:45 am later that day. The IAF lost contact with its plane at around 9:15 am when it was flying at an altitude of 23,000 feet. ETV Bharat spoke to the scientists who were part of the deep-sea exploration dive. They showed us their gear that aided in locating the AN-32 debris. The autonomous underwater vehicle they used is 6.6 meters long and 0.875 meters wide, and it weighs about 2 tons. It has an endurance of 48 hours in a single dive and return to station, which turned out to be the key factor in locating the plane's debris.
As a part of development of technology for developing the technology for exploration of non-living resources, that is minerals available under ocean, we have now developed an autonomous underwater vehicle which is capable of going up to 6,000 meters depth. So, as a part of the exploration activities in the recent years, we went to the Bay of Bengal, where we had a strong reflection of some objects observed at 3,400 meters depth on the seabed of the Bay of Bengal. So, upon analyzing the images in the sonar, we came to know that they are the metallic objects which could be the parts of some of the aeroplane which was lost in the year 2016.
The scientists, who believed it to be a shipwreck, identified the roundel as that of the Air Force and contacted the Defence Ministry. The site from which the images were taken was approximately 140 nautical miles or 310 kilometers from the Chennai coast, which was the last known location of the aircraft recorded in the air traffic radar system.
We went close to the seabed and for taking the photographs of the objects.
Among the 29 aboard, 17 were IAF personnel, including 6-member crew, 2 from Army, 1 each from Coast Guard and Navy, and 8 civilians working for the Navy. The IAF carried out a massive search and rescue operation involving more than 200 sorties. The aerial search covered an overall area of 217,800 square nautical miles. Ships from the Navy and Coast Guard scoured nearly 28,000 square nautical miles.
Since we acquired this AUV, which has that high resolution mapping payloads, we could able to go down up to 3,400 meter and do the larger area survey, so we could able to pick up some of the man-made object which could be of the debris of AN-32.
NIOT is involved in developing technologies for exploration and harvesting of ocean resources, both living and non-living resources. As a part of non-living resources exploration, we have been developing technologies which can go up to 5,000 meters water depth. So far, NIOT has been developing vehicles that are operated from the ship with the help of a cable, called remotely operated vehicles, and they are unmanned. Now, under the Government of India mission, Deep Ocean Mission, NIOT is developing a vehicle that can take 3 human beings to 6 kilometers depth.
The search was called off on September 16, 2016, and the IAF intimated the families, stating that all were presumed dead. Yet, no one knew the fate of the plane until the underwater vehicle known as Ocean Mineral Explorer 6000 spotted the debris and got it corroborated with the IAF. According to the Ministry of Defence, it has brought in the much needed closure in the missing airplane story.